Let's go.
Hey, hey everyone. My name is Noordin Ali, and I'm also known on the internet as Werewolf Feels. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm one of the organizers here at Friends Who Roll Dice. I'm joined today to play a game of Tiebreaker RPG by some great folks from Friends Who Roll Dice and some folks from Resonym, our lovely partners in our little charity initiative. Before I let everyone introduce themselves, though, I'm going to allow me to take a second to talk about who this fundraiser is for. I Need Diverse Games is a nonprofit based in Illinois that aims to bring more diversity in gaming through sponsoring attendance, celebrating those making diverse games, and spotlighting the underrepresented in the industry. They conscientiously use a lens of intersectionality to critique, analyze, and discuss the gaming industry as best as they can, acknowledging culture and identity influences along the way. They're a great nonprofit to support, and naturally to do all of that takes money. So we have a goal up. We're hoping to reach that goal. If you could donate, please do. If you can't, have a good time and maybe spread this link to a couple of your friends and see if they can donate on your behalf. Now, that said, this is also a game, so allow me to introduce myself. I'm a TTRPG writer, cultural consultant, community organizer, and honestly, I wear too many hats to talk about in one game. I'm playing Hamid today. We're going to talk about more about him a bit later. Now I'm going to knock it over to Ray from Resonym to talk both about herself and also about Resonym.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Ray. I also go by Rachel. I am the community manager for Resonym. Resonym is an indie board game company based out of New Hampshire. We strive to make socially conscious games for the whole family, and we're just really pumped to have Friends Who Roll Dice as partners in this. Y'all do way more charity events than we do, and they've kind of helped us along the way. So hopefully one day we can grow up to be as cool as y'all with all your charity events like every week. I'm really excited to play this game. That's all I got.
We're excited to have you. Kappa, if you could take it away next. And also, can you do what I neglected to do and introduce Friends Who Roll Dice while you're at it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Kappa, known as Kappa in the TTRPG space. And like Noordin Ali said, he and I and our lovely tech person, Ray, from Friends Who Roll Dice, not Rachel,
Other Ray,
are here representing Friends Who Roll Dice. And if you don't know what Friends Who Roll Dice is, it's a community-based variety streaming platform that brings original and creative content with diversity and inclusivity woven into its core. The focus is on supporting fellow creators, indie companies, and small businesses to produce an open, interactive community filled with discovery, positivity, encouragement, and growth. Really excited to be doing this collaboration, this partnership, to do exactly that, and have fun while doing it. So I'm going to be in this game. I'm going to be playing Jason, who I'll introduce everything later, but very, very based on a superhero based on the weather powers and trickster god of Susanoo from Japanese mythology.
I like this. Spring, you mind taking over next?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Spring. I do art and graphic design over at Resonym. You can find me online at _starwell. I don't know. I just do art things most of the time. I also wear too many hats, but that's okay because I like hats.
Here's the thing about wearing a lot of hats. It means that you're very versatile, and it means you end up doing a lot more than you expect and end up with a lot more skills at the end of the day. So
this is true.
That's true.
Clearly, Spring is someone to watch. Just saying. Next, J-roc, if you don't mind.
Hi, good morning. I'm J-roc the God, and I'm sorry, hold on a second. And I'm a streamer here on Twitch. You can find me at the username J-roc the God. You can find me on Twitter at J-roc the God. You can find me on Twitter, usually posting things like cursed foods in the middle of the night. And when I'm not doing that, I'm here on live on Twitch playing games without the use of my hands and things like that. So,
obviously, check out J-roc. Just do it. Do it right now. Come back.
okay.
Last but certainly not least, we have our GM, Penny. Penny, while you're introducing yourself, do you mind to take a second to introduce Tiebreaker?
Yeah, sure. Tidebreaker is this amazing cinematic role-playing game that lets you step into the role of like hyper-confident heroes and explore worlds together, using like mechanics such as hope and doom to kind of capture those moments. And so it's very like narratively and mechanically just epic. All right. If you want like a superhero game, I mean, I'm listening to My Hero Academia this whole time, and I will not stop listening to it for the remainder of the day. And so that's all Tidebreaker is, these epic heroic moments. And today we are going to go into one of these epic heroic moments. I'm Penny for a Tale. That's where you can find me on all the social medias. Other than just finishing up my Kickstarter, which is Necrobiotic. We have another Kickstarter coming out in October, based on an Image Comics IP, which I'm super excited about. And then you can find me over at Weave the Tale and Penny for a Tale, which I own and run, as we kind of show the diverse, amazing games of the indie community. And so, yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
We're happy to have you too. And we're happy to help you have you on to help us showcase Tidebreaker and all the fun things you can do. Just a reminder, folks, the Tiltify link is in the chat. Just click on it, donate what you can, and have a great time. On that note, Penny, take it away.
Excellent. Baltimore, modern day times. There is a phenomenon that occurs every decade, and that is one in this world filled with heroes and villains and everything in between. There's a group called the Endbringers, who just go to coast by coast, wrecking and destroying lives as well as infrastructures in these cities. Usually they're able to evacuate, and the heroes and the villains team up together to kind of push them back. Unfortunately, Baltimore has not had the chance to do that. And only those with the financial ability to evacuate have been able to do so. Here on the East Coast at Charm City, as the water is kind of pouring into the streets from this Endbringer, which is slowly approaching, the Seraphim, this huge angelic-like woman with feathery golden wings that stretch out several miles long. You can kind of see her in the distance. As glorious as she looks, you know that she is here to do one thing, and that is to wreck people's lives. You individuals, 5 of you, are the only one who stand between her and the destruction of Baltimore. Everyone's eyes are upon you. The communities that are just not able to just kind of pick up and leave. You this whole last couple of days, the 24 hours, you've gotten to kind of meet with them as they have poured out their hope and love, propping you up for what they know to be a very difficult mission that you guys have come up. But you're it, not the elite, not the top tier heroes or villains. You're just people who are going to do your best. So here in downtown Baltimore, in front of the old Barnes and Noble's tobacco factory, you see the angel in the distance, still a mile away. And as you guys are standing there in this lonely, abandoned street, what do we see? What are you thinking about? What puts you in this moment when fear has made everyone else flee?
I think the camera kind of like pans to a man in a yellow sort of super suit, holding what seems to be like a silvery barrier, almost to the shape of a tower shield in front of him, just standing on a car majestically, looking out towards this doomsday creature, is probably slowly advancing. The things that cross his mind are just, how is it that in a world full of heroes, only 5 people stood up? Because if that's true, there are not many heroes to begin with. He's very proud of the people around him, and he's very proud of himself too. So as he just waits with bated breath for the next move, the next second, the next drop of a feather, he just looks around and feels thankful for his company.
Yeah. And what was that like within the last 24 hours, like the thing that you kind of look back on, or who you're trying to protect? What's kind of the tie-in here in Baltimore that keeps you on your feet?
Well, Hamid is not from the rich side of Baltimore. And obviously, if he were desuited, you'd probably see the numerous amount of tattoos and piercings he has. So it's the people who represent, him and his culture, and also the people who represent the downtrodden that he is most concerned about, because those are the people that could not and cannot escape. Most of them are still in their homes, in basements if they have them, battening down the hatches and hoping for the best. If all of us were to have been in Baltimore, those people, his people, would be wiped away, and he can't handle that.
Yeah, you kind of remember walking down the street, them all gathering and kind of extending their hand as you move towards downtown Baltimore, like encouraging you, tears in their eyes, knowing that you are their hope in this moment. So who would like to go next?
I feel so bad to follow up such a good introduction with my character. I'm so sorry.
You got this.
Sure.
Do it.
So, following up behind, as the camera kind of pans back, you see a very large man in just a black t-shirt, black jeans. His muscles are giant. He has like inhuman like arms, giant hands that are almost like the size of bowling balls, and you see him carrying a teeny tiny little med kit that he's furiously scrounging through to try to find and make sure he brought everything he needs. And he kind of just looks up and says, oh heck, and just runs up and makes sure that Noordin's character doesn't need anything, and is kind of checking around and making sure that you're okay right now, nothing bad has happened. Okay. And then he takes a big deep breath and kind of looks up towards the woman in the sky in the distance and closes his med kit and holds it in his giant hand. It looks very comical.
Yeah. And I like the idea of this little med kit. Like, obviously, it's not going to be enough.
Don't tell him that.
But holding on to what you had. So during your time here in Baltimore, whether you've lived here or you're here just because no one else answered the call, what's like a moment within the last 24 hours, last couple days that helps you stay on your feet?
That helps me stay on my feet. Well, I think Claude recently saw, before he came here to where he is right now, when he was traveling on the subway like you do. Superheroes are just regular people, and he saw an older man taking care of a young girl who was injured. And Claude's entire goal in life is to take care of others even when he himself is vulnerable. And he keeps that image in his head as he's charging forward today, I think.
Like it. Yeah, there's like this beautiful moment as this older person is speaking to this small child with a little lunchbox on with like a hero on it. One of the heroes who didn't show up, and she kind of has tears in her eyes looking at this older person, like, if they're not going to come, who will? And almost like this older man meeting your eyes, maybe there's some intuition as he looks back down at this child and says, someone will.
Claude had given her a pat with his massive hand.
Yeah, I'm imagining oh man, what's that show on Netflix? The guy with the big, huge arms. It's totally escaping me right now, but I'm sure everyone can think of that person. Claude, excellent. Who's next?
I can go next if no one wants to. So if we're following this through line of the camera panning around from Claude, it pans over near the back of the group, much smaller individual, a little bit lankier, if you will. This very, very, very young, past teens, but maybe early 20s, dude with wild hair, kind of blowing up in the wind a little bit, almost as if he's being affected by some sort of static electricity, in a bomber jacket, shorts that go just past the knee, socks that come up to meet that, and just, you know, gotta have your chucks on, carrying a sword. And if you looking at his face, there's you can tell that he's young, but he's got a mask, and he's kind of looking over in the direction of the angel, the seraphim. Jason Taka, this person just fresh out of Baltimore University, or fresh into Baltimore University, grew up here. And if this town is going to go down, he's going to go down with it. He looks around and at his team and realizes that he doesn't need the mask. No one else is here. No one is going to need to, he's not going to need to hide his identity. So takes it off and just lets it blow in the wind, which, by the way, is coming from behind at this point, because he's got those powers. He's the breeze. He's affecting it and letting it. I forgot what the tailwind. Yeah, he's affecting a tailwind in favor of his allies against this powerful foe.
So I like it, kind of like that whiff of the Baltimore cotton candy machines that were left discarded.
Did I say he has a sword? I'm gonna say he has the sword.
Oh yeah, of course.
There we go.
And what keeps you on your feet? What was that moment, the last 24 hours or a couple of days?
Well, the evacuation was really eye-opening to him, because he was gonna go, but realized that very similar to Claude, seeing some children worried about their stuff, realized someone's got to protect this their home. There's like, for him, Baltimore is his home, and he wants to maintain that future for younger people who have settled their roots here. So he decided to stick around and help defend.
Yeah, you kind of like remember chatting with a few of your friends, like at the university, before, like several of them just leaving. They don't think there's anyone who's going to save Baltimore, and they're already kind of like checking out different universities and stuff. And, you know, hey, Baltimore has never been a great city anyway. Might as well just let it go down. Is there anything you say in response?
Yeah. This place, yeah, it's got its issues and got its fair share of corruption, but what place doesn't have that? If you let Baltimore fall, you also let the good memories, the history, all of that, you give that up. If it's something worth defending, something worth protecting.
Yeah, they kind of look at you and kind of awkwardly, like, you know, when you know, it feels like they were joking, but you brought something very like emotional into this, as they awkwardly look at each other, and they're like, maybe. Well, see you next semester or whenever we get past this. Kind of fist bump. All right, who's next?
I can go next. So panning away from Jason, you see a rather short or petite young woman. She's got her hair in a ponytail. She's wearing very nondescript clothes, kind of trying to blend into the surroundings. Her name is Teshri. She uses a crystal bow and does some sort of magic things, but is mostly ranged attacks. She's doesn't really want to be here, but she strives to be good and tries to be the justice that she wants to see in the world. And she saw that not a lot of people coming to aid Baltimore and wants to be someone who steps up to the plate.
Yeah. And what keeps you on your feet?
I think what keeps me on my feet is the hope for the future. It like a lot of the other players here, it's trying to make the world like safe for the next generation, trying to make sure that it doesn't, fall to pieces. But this giant angel in the air is really making that a hard thing to do.
Yeah, you kind of remember that the daycare in Baltimore, one of the in the downtown area. This place that kind of relies on donations as such to keep going. They made you like this little like these snowflakes that you would make for Christmas, but they all have like these little bow signs just kind of stretched out across. And coming down into the city, you would see them kind of dangling from windows. And you know that they're here, they're around. They were one of the people who weren't able to get out. And you can almost kind of feel small eyes on you as you stand in defiance against the Seraphim. J-roc.
Right. So pan a little away from the group, not too far, but also not very close. You see a very slender, kind of tallish male standing underneath a light post, just like leaning against it, wearing a pair of black jeans, black hoodie with a yellow scarf over his face and some bright yellow sneakers. And he's just sitting there, just like kind of playing a handheld console, just like more or less just not really fully paying attention. And then he kind of like looks up and sees what's happening and he puts it away and he thinks to himself, well, it's now or never.
Excellent. What keeps him on his feet?
He has never really had the chance to talk much because he has not had control of his powers. So he's always been like whispering a whole lot. So he's kind of felt voiceless his entire life, really. So he more or less came here kind of like as a daredevil type mission because he just wanted to like really let his voice loose. But as he walked around the city in the days prior, and especially in the moments prior, seeing the people who couldn't leave and knew that he was here to help protect, he realized like, oh man, my entire life I've felt voiceless. But right now, these people are. And it's about time I speak up for them.
Yeah, there's like this, you would have encountered the homeless community in Baltimore is prevalent throughout the streets and such, kind of leaning on the people in the area to survive day by day. And now that everyone's evacuated, it's just society has left them without any sort of care in the world. One of them, an older man with kind of this like long grayish hair, leaning forward and stuff on a stick. He probably likes you a lot because he can talk as much as he wants, and you're pretty quiet and such. So it's just like just tell all these stories and such. And the last thing he said to you was, hey, I don't know what brings you here, but the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. You just got to hit harder. Just keep coming up. And then he kind of goes on a rant about like 30% off on a local like sushi sale that's going on, or would have gone on if people were still here.
I kind of interrupt him mid-rant and just like reach out and give the old man a hug and then just walk away from the conversation.
Yeah. Kind of walking away, you felt something on your chest, and looking down on it, you notice that there's a purple heart, a medal from maybe something in the past, but it's now resting on your chest.
I just look at it and like I have zero idea what it is.
It's cool looking.
Yeah.
And there you are standing before it. You hear this angelic noise. It's almost kind of like water filled in these glass champagne bottles. You know, when you place the finger around it, this almost chorus of high octave sounds. And before you, the brickwork of the Baltimore Pier just kind of comes and forms into this this non-binary individual with deep socket set eyes, who kind of kneels down before you, then rises up. For the Seraphim, I beseech you, leave now.
And if I refuse?
You will meet on the battlefield. It is not a coward's way to leave now. They will see you still as heroes. You can beat yourselves, make it look like you put up a valiant effort. But there is no point in standing against the tide. You're not tide breakers. You'll be washed away. Roll credits.
That sounds good to me. We can just
We're good.
honestly, that sounds fine. No one has to get hurt. We can pretend we worked really hard. Thank you. and Claude gives a big thumbs up to this individual.
Claude. No. We're gonna do this right.
But
you see,
what if
people
one
like
of you
that.
gets hurt?
What about the other people here, huh? What about the people who can't go away? They're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
We're not gonna let this thing turn our city into dust. So you hear me? I don't care if I'm a hero or not. You want to get Baltimore? You gotta come through us.
Barry just pulls back out his handhelds and says, tell the sidebreaker when we're ready to fight. Just come on, I'll be here waiting.
As you
just nonchalantly.
Though do know that society would never stand up in this way for you.
Who gives a shit?
And the thing just kind of melts away back into the ground, creating that flat surface again. You see the water start to come in. It kind of starts to fill the pier, and it slushes against your shoes or the tires of the car underneath.
I know what I said, but if anyone wants to walk away, you do so right now. No judgment.
Respectfully, no. And he's going to flourish his sword, and lightning's going to hit it, and it's now imbued with electricity.
Oh heck! All right. If y'all are staying, I'll stay. Help out. Keep you guys from dying. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll stay with you guys too. If we don't, who will, right?
Well, suppose this is it. If I die, just make sure I get buried. You know, that's a thing with me.
Oh wait, I forgot. And Claude is gonna open up his med kit and hand everyone a band-aid that is like styled like them. That's like in there, like you know how you have like Superman like band-aids, but it's like for each of you. I forgot. I got scared. I got these made for everyone. I don't know how helpful they'll be, but here you go. Hopefully it will keep you strong.
B takes his and wraps it around his middle finger and says, "This will be perfect for when it shows up."
Cool, I'm glad you like it.
Thank you, Claude. You are You are always very well prepared, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's gonna put it in the bomber jacket pocket and just kind of pat it and nod.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
The first onslaught isn't when this creature is close but still far away. You can kind of see the clouds above you start to spread as something approaches, not visible, but then you hear something loud, almost ear-piercing, fly through the air above you, several meters ahead, smashing into this building, this very tall 12-story building behind you. It starts crumbling and glass shatters and such, and you hear screams from within. What do you do?
I think I'm going to take this second to analyze. So one of my abilities is I'm a strategist. So I may roll intuition versus opponent's wits and choose an ability. I may add my intuition to my DR against attacks using the chosen ability until the end of my next turn. Or I choose another ability if I fail this check, which will gain Ignite 1 until the end of my next turn. Either way, handy. So because of my intuition being 4, I roll 4 dice, right?
Correct. Now, if you describe this whole like gather this tactical thing in a unique and impressive way, you can add 1 dice to that.
Intriguing. So I think like he absentmindedly just tucks Claude's band-aid in one of his back pockets and then like rushes up to a school bus, climbs over top and just stares like kneels down on top of the school bus and has his eye trained on every single little bit of movement coming their way, just trying to make sure that whatever comes next, they're ready for it. And wherever they come from next, he'll see it.
Go ahead and get that extra dice.
Sweet. So I rolled 3 6s and 2 5s.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, what opens up before your eyes, that tactician's mind, you can almost see her mouth opening several like miles. She's still like 2 miles away over the water. Her mouth opening slightly in this kind of gush of sound flying through the air, almost crystallized into the saber-like fashion, slamming against the building above. You can kind of pinpoint the bodies within that building. There are a total of 6 individuals still in there, but just kind of seeing it, you can already start to figure out like how, if this is used against you, would you handle it?
Okay, so the ability I can choose, can I choose one of the heroic abilities?
Yeah.
Could you remind me what the heroic abilities are?
Yeah, so you're trying to take this person's ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it looks like you can, if I'm understanding the tactician ability correctly, you can recreate that same sort of sound projection out of your own mouth. This almost like blade that would escape from your mouth to slash through whatever you want.
All right, sweet. I think instead of from my mouth, I like slam this force field made shield into the ground, and it kind of sings out with a resonance.
Yes, perfect.
Kind of creating a field of our own counteracting sound.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. All right, what's everyone else doing?
Hearing the screams, immediately jumping into action and going gonna try and make it safe for them to be outside of this battle as much as possible. If they are unreachable, I'm using my my ability to summon winds underneath myself to get up there.
Excellent. Yeah, go ahead. This would, because you're kind of breaking through the building or the glass, so you can use might or what else could you use? Agility would also work.
Agility. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and add your, so everyone's power level at character creation is 2. So whenever you're kind of, and I should have mentioned that for the guardsmen as well. But yeah, for whenever you use your powers, you're always going to add at least 2 just because of your power level if you're incorporating your powers into that.
Got it. Okay, cool. So he gets to the Susano gets to the base of the building, flourishes his sword and points it upward, and the gust of air pushes him up, and he tries to break through this this barrier to where the screams are coming from.
Excellent.
A 1, 5, and 1, 6. Do I also need to tell you what the other ones were?
So in this system, 4, 5, and 6 are successes.
Great. So that's two successes out of 5 dice.
Excellent. All right, cool. So yeah, and this whole building is starting to, like, as you approach it, it's starting to kind of lean forwards towards the Baltimore waters, as the whole skyscraper is kind of tilting forward. And so as it's doing so, you lift off, crashing through that window, and you see several youth just kind of huddled in the corner, each one kind of grabbing onto each other and grabbing onto what looks like a sign that's just kind of been rooted into the floor of the building.
I'm looking around. Is there an exit point that we can that I can take them to safety?
Yeah, I mean, you could either go through the building itself, or you could grab them and kind of just go out a window.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Have that be kind of actually like just all right. Everyone hold each other tightly. We'll be out of here soon.
Excellent. All right. And so while that happens, what's everyone else doing?
I don't know if this is possible, but Claude sees the building tipping, and would like to try to push it.
Yeah.
I don't know how strong I'm allowed to be, but like I have a 5 in might, so I don't know if that's possible. If he could like give it a really hard like punch or something to try to keep it from falling as fast as it's falling.
Do it.
I don't know if that's possible. You can tell me if that's ridiculous.
Go for it. That sounds awesome. Do it.
Okay, so I have a 5 in might, and then I add 2 because of my powers. I roll 7. Is that, am I doing that right?
And remember, describe it well.
All right.
Get that +1.
Oh, I can sure try. So Claude watches as Jason goes up into the building, and he just kind of pushes cars out of his way with his giant hands to try to get to the base of the building. And he looks at it for a long time to try to find a part of it that's as stable as possible. He like puts his hand up against the glass and goes, that is not going to work. And then tries to find the most solid like epicenter of this building and just leans back and gives it a massive just punch to the center and throws his entire body weight behind it.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm imagining that All Might fight like.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh my god, so many dice. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Yes. All right. Excellent. Yeah, Jason, you could feel like the building rumble a little bit as this shock wave burst every single glass of this building, as glass kind of shatters and falls around just Claude, in this kind of beautiful-esque moment, almost kind of shattering on the ground like crystals, as this movement kind of has all the kids kind of rolling towards your arms as you catch them. But J-roc and Spring, what are you two up to?
All right,
oh, sorry, you want to go?
You can go.
I think like Susanu, Teshri wants to go into the building to help people escape. And since just Claude has just shattered all the windows, it's quite easy to see the people who are still stuck inside. So would this be like an agility thing or? Okay.
Yeah, that would work perfectly.
Okie dokie. So she jumps, leaps, and does backflips into onto one of the higher floors in order to grab the people who are still waiting for something to happen. So I would roll 6 dice overall because I have agility 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And 2, and then 1 for your description.
Okie dokie. I only have 3 dice, by the way. I am low on dice. So that's 2 successes so far. So that is 4 successes.
Excellent. Yeah. So Jason, you could see Teshri kind of come up on the higher side, grabbing a few of the youth as you kind of like before they kind of slide off of the building, just kind of like grabbing onto them as 3 of them are kind of holding on to Teshri, and the others are kind of in Jason's arms, preventing them from falling out of the building. This whole thing is like it's kind of it's still tilted, but like you could feel the whole building like yawning and like in anguish from this kind of awkward stance as beams start to twist and turn and such. But J-roc.
I'm noticing other people in other buildings also struggling to get out on higher floors.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also noticing there are windows, so I'm taking off my mask and I'm preparing to scream to blow out the windows, and then I'm gonna also levitate and then try to scream and propel myself up to the windows to go grab them.
Excellent. All right, go ahead and roll.
I only have 1 dice, 1d6, so this is gonna take a while. That's a 3. That's another 3.
It's good for suspense.
I know, right? Come on.
A 5.
There we go. 1 success.
That's a mega failure.
Oh no.
Another failure.
Uh-oh.
I have 1 more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Yeah, success. 5. But
Excellent.
the other everything else was 2s and 1s, I think, and a 3.
So it's not like you know, it's been a long morning, kind of busy, focus on other things. So it's not as precise as you want, as like every window in Baltimore explodes, in every window, all the windows. There are no more windows in Baltimore. As this kind of cry comes out, slightly distorted and such, but you're able to shoot yourself up into a building with that same cry towards the people.
So I'm there in the building, just kind of like, well, shit, this isn't exactly how I planned this to go.
Yeah, you either coming into this building, you kind of like flopping into the 8th floor of this office building. You see several of the individuals who you've been kind of hanging out with the last like couple of days and such. Just kind of enjoying some like AC and the niceness of like an office building while everyone's away, and they look at you like, so what happens next?
Scared to talk at this point because of how royally I just screwed up. I just kind of shrugged my shoulders from the
ground. Do we hold on to you, or I don't?
I kind of like extend my arms like as a symbol to tell them to grab on.
Yeah, and with it, they all just kind of like hop onto you, hugging your like waist and shoulders, and it's kind of like having all these kids just wrapped around you.
I almost collapse a little bit, but I kind of like hold it together, like as my knees are buckling, because I don't want to look like I'm not like I'm not strong. So I'm sitting there like this, and my knees are like this.
And one of them's like, "All right, what now?"
And that's when I make the move towards the window. And I don't do it just yet. I look and see if there's somewhere safe to possibly land. Well, safer than normal. Well, safer than everywhere else.
Yeah, there's the you see down on the pier the Baltimore Aquarium. It's kind of glass on the outside, but of course you burst all the glasses, and so you see like a pool of like fish, very deep pool that if you aim just right, you can get in with like the koi fish and stuff.
Sweet. I go for that. Do I have to roll again?
Yes,
All right,
give me
got
that.
Y'all ready to fight this the tiebreaker without me? Because I think this is where I go.
Just
All right, here
taken
we
down
go.
by koi.
All right.
Yeah, 2.
You still get more dice. 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
6
I
dice.
thought it was only
Come
one
on.
roll. I thought it was only one roll.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. Keep
6.
rolling.
That's a 6.
Perfect.
That's a 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's another 6. What the? Okay.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go Rumble B.
Yeah, this is your. How does this happen? This is beautiful. This is elegant. This is precise and amazing.
All right. So this time I kind of like took note of when the my voice kind of like peaks to like kind of control how I'm angling myself, so to say, as I'm coming down. So as I'm jumping out, I'm kind of like right before I land, I'm aiming before the pool and I'm kind of like rotating myself. So I'm aiming my scream away from the pool. So it's kind of like flips through the air and then I just like yell and like boost us back up just enough to like flip into the pool.
Excellent. Yeah, you just kind of as everyone kind of grabs onto the edge of the pool, and the koi fish are very excited to have people around.
I scream what I scream as I'm like trying to boost myself is I hope you all can swim.
Yes. They fly through the air. All right, heading back over to Teshri and Jason. You hear like one of the supporting columns crack and break. All of the office equipment are kind of shuffling and moving across, kind of smacking you as you're kind of protecting these people. How are you gonna get out?
So one of my abilities is that I can turn my bow into a bird, and that bird can help me fly these people out of here. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
I'll support with another like tailwind from the sword.
Ooh, nice.
You.
Yeah, we'll say that gives you a +1 die to that.
Cool.
So you're like,
so would this which category would I be rolling in?
oh, for this one, this finesse, I would say let's do focus.
Okie dokie. So let's see, that is 2 successes and then 1 more success. So 3 successes.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Describe as your bird. Is it taking you or just these individuals?
So I swipe my hand along my bow and it magically transforms into a pretty large eagle. Like wingspan is about the same as mine, and it scoops up the people that I've been huddling with, and just flies them out onto the street, into safety. But I am still in the building.
Excellent. Yeah, some of the mortar and brick starts to peel away and kind of smacking your shoulder. Jason.
Now that the civilians are in safety, I got to think of Starshot and myself trying to so that we can, get into this battle proper. So I'm going to, what's it called? Again, imbue the sword with electrical energy, and then swiping away any debris until we can jump off. Jump off to safety, doing that hero roll, or like that really hard on your knees hero landing.
Yeah. It's worth it though. All right, go ahead, give me might.
Claude puts out his hands as if you guys need it, and then he realizes you don't. You're fine. I got it. All right, cool.
4, 5, and 6. Yep, that's three successes.
Excellent. All right, it happens. As yeah, are you taking Teshri as well, or?
Yeah, giving us time to and just like on my mark, go, and then swipe through a desk, and then.
Excellent. And this is kind of like this perfect like rolling, flipping, and then because of what just Claude did, the building just starts caving in from the bottom as things just start filing down. As you guys kind of jump out of the building, the debris rolls forward like this beautiful explosion, and like kind of like the small finite dust of glass like shoots through the air, creating like this like star image of the sky with the sun kind of moving through those particles. You guys are dusty and stuff, but you're okay.
Look over at Claude and nod, and thanks for buying us time.
You're welcome. Glad I helped. Now.
Yay. And then looking like it's happened, they're here. Looking above on the top of the tobacco tower in between the stacks is this angelic like creature, beautiful, perfect, symmetrical face and body, obscured by wings that kind of hide their face. The wings themselves are easily like 10 stories tall, stretching out into the sky in multitudes. As they gaze down at you, almost condescendingly.
I love Claude. I love Claude so much.
Everyone else is so serious, and I made Claude. I'm sorry.
Just Claude.
Defiant eyes.
Well, I guess I'm pulling the distraction card. So from my school bus, I run up and then start, like, I think I land on a high sort of part of the building and keep climbing up until I'm close enough to just start grabbing her and attacking her from on top of her. So I'm like trying to basically keep her pinned down, even though there's no real pinning happening, just by virtue of being constantly distracted by this buzzing gnat of a guardsman.
All right, go ahead and roll that agility as you're trying to climb up the different buildings and such to get over there.
Because I'm a boxer, one of my skills instead is that I can actually pin someone on contact. The target must roll a might check or may not attack this round. So if this works, which it probably won't, I got 1 to agility.
I believe in you guys.
How many successes do we need? Come on. I shit you not. Those are both 6s.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Roll that might roll.
All right, what happens?
So I literally just I jump right into her, and I put I cross my arms in that really cool way, and there's a force field that just bursts out, turning me into some sort of gigantic missile. The moment I make contact, I grab whatever I can grab and just start kicking with my feet, extra force through those extra force fields the entire way. So I think
that's perfect.
I think it's time for the target to roll a might check. Now the DR is only my power level, which is 2, so likely will succeed. But
all right, let's see how this works. Get my handy dandy dice roller out. Yeah, I got 3 successes on that. So you kind of smash down on their leg, and you push the leg down into the top floor of the stacks, which has been kind of converted into like a bookstore with an aquarium in the center of it. So you burst down onto that floor where like the Starbucks would be and such. So you're kind of like old coffee and frappuccino like spills over onto you and the this leg that you've kind of smashed through the top of the building, but it just kind of like starts to lift back up almost ignoring you in this moment.
I tried.
Speaking of which, block or dodge?
Oh, so dodge would be agility. Block would be what?
Let me see. Melee. Sorry, might.
Might. Well, I'm higher in might than I am in agility by great faction, so let's go with that. That's
All right. The DR is 4.
unfortunately I only succeeded. I only had one success.
All right. You do have hope though. Hope can be used to increase the die result of any die by 1 point. You can also that would probably be. You could also do like a re-roll.
I think I'll leave the hope where it is for now. I feel like we'd come more in handy a bit later.
All right. What's your endurance?
My endurance is 3.
Yeah. All right. You guys see like the guardsmen go up and like smash this foot down through the building, and then this small object compared to this large creature just bursts out of the front of the building, kind of like skipping onto the ground before you. It is the guardsman who is currently down. And this isn't like, it's kind of like that moment in the superhero movies where you're kind of like on your knees, like you're not out of the fight, you're just like you got to recover from that What's everyone else doing?
Can I run over to the guardsman and try to deliver first aid?
Yeah.
Cool. So I have the empath quirk that lets, when I deliver first aid to a fallen ally, it ignites, and you may use your rolls as guarding friends actions. I don't entirely know.
Oh, that's perfect.
Means,
yeah. Ignite here. Yeah,
yeah.
Ignite allows you whatever sixes you roll, you get to re-roll the non-successes to try to get more successes.
Okay, dope. All right, that's what Claude's gonna do. Claude's gonna run over, just knocking shit out of his way, and kneel down against the guardsman and open up his little first aid kit. And what do I roll for first aid?
We'll do wits for this.
Wits? Yeah. Okay, all right.
Unless you have a stat you feel would be better.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily Claude's strength, but that's all right. Okay, so I rolled 2 successes, so can I re-roll my 2 fails? Sweet. Come on, Claude. Oh, yes, that's 1 more success, so 3 successes.
Excellent. All right, cool. That's enough to overcome the recovery roll, the attrition roll for the guardsman. So describe how you pick the guardsman back up, who is now mechanically up.
Okay, so I run over and I throw all, you can just see just like it's more shit than you would expect to be in this teeny tiny first aid kit. It seems to just kind of go on forever as he's pulling out things, and he like rips out a piece of gauze, like tears it off with his teeth and starts to try to like bandage up your wounds. And then he takes a deep breath and takes his 2 big hands and just boom, and tries to do like a giant compression on your chest. As the guardsman kind of coughs up some blood and starts to breathe again, and Claude just starts to kind of, you see like a little tear as Claude looks down at you and picks you up. You okay?
The pushing on the chest was a bit much, but yeah, I'm
okay,
good.
we'll do that next time. Okay, I'll put you down now. And then he drops you. Okay.
As this happens, the wings behind you on the stacks like starts to move a little bit, creating this huge gust. So Jason, I think you're the only one who might be able to solve this, but I'm also open to other options as this like wind, like hurricane level wind, starts pushing you away from this.
Ooh, then yeah, I'm going to swing the sword above my head and just kind of swipe it down. And as I do, the wind tries to my own gust of air combats the opposing hurricane.
Yeah, you're opposing a god. So to speak.
Bring it on!
So let's do this.
Hell yeah!
All right, let's see. Oh, that one fell. 1, 2, 3, 3 5s, and that's it.
So it's starting to push you back, like you're slicing forward, your wind pressing against its god's wind. Your feet are moving backwards a little bit. For J-roc and Rumble and Teshri, you guys can help if you want, since you guys aren't busy with knocking the air out of guardsmen.
Can I just try to scream at the wind and use the force of my voice to try to push it backwards?
Yes.
The
Go
music
ahead.
I'm listening to is matching up to it. This is sick.
Yeah. And Teshri, what are you doing?
Well, I have an ability that uses refraction, which basically, sorry, can I read the description?
Yeah,
It's kind of confusing.
Okay.
You are considered one zone further away for your opponent's effects that target you, and one zone closer for your allies and your own. So I guess that would basically make
moving
it like
the distance. Yeah, so it lessens the wind. I think that's perfect. So you two both go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I'll let you roll first since this is going to take me a while.
Okay. One success so far. Woo! Okay, I have 3 successes.
All right, cool. All right. This is really all on you. The combined DR in this case is 9. So you need 3 successes, Rumble. This is
How many rolls do I have?
So this would be your might,
might.
power level, and I'll give you an additional die from these two, as this kind of you 3 are up in front.
So you're
Guffeting winds against you. Guardsmen and just Claude are behind you, trying to get back, and it all eyes are upon you, Rumble. This is your moment, your defining moment.
So might plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
My might is currently 4, so
7. So you're rolling 7
I'm
dice.
gonna roll 7 ones. Let's go.
No.
You're gonna rock it.
2.
Believe in you.
What is that? A 3. We're going in the right direction at least.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit up.
A 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're
You're J-roc the god, man. You got
5.
this.
There we
5,
go.
okay.
All right,
Success.
let's go.
All right, that's 4 rolls, right? I have how many more?
You have 3 more.
I gotta
3
get 2 out of these 3.
Yep.
4.
Yes.
One more.
Oh, that I completely missed the tray. I don't know how I did that.
Okay.
A 4.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
Yes.
And we'll roll the
Thank
last one
God.
just to a 5. Okay.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, this is perfect. All right.
I'm loving the single rolls. It's suspenseful.
It's-
You're
yeah,
right.
actually,
I know, right?
It's great.
I should get my other camera and just like point it down so you guys can see it as it's rolling.
That would be amazing. All right, you 3 describe this scene as you rebel against God.
Okay. So if it's cool with y'all, me being the first one. So he's holding the sword out and he's struggling. His hands are shaking, and you're right. He's being pushed back. He's got this wide, low stance, trying to take advantage of the center of gravity, and he's being pushed back. But then he sees his allies helping him, and then he just digs his heel in further into the ground. You see the road kind of just like crack just a little bit from the force, and he's starting to like believe in this small group standing against the Seraphim.
And B walks over to him and kind of like puts his head on his shoulder and says, "If you can, cover your other ear," and screams directly into the wind force that Sassoon is pushing out to kind of like boost it as much as possible.
Oh, perfect.
And Teshri uses some magical light from her bow and shines it into the eyes of the seraphim, confusing and blinding her. So her wings and the gusts that are coming from her lessen.
Excellent. Yeah, and it's this moment, this precipice as the there's this explosion of wind between you two. And then it all becomes quiet as like the glass that was shattered in these fine little mist starts to kind of like burst out and then fall down on everyone in the silence.
So, anyone hurt? Oh.
No, I think we're good.
Good.
Any weaknesses? What are we looking at?
B kind of like takes his hand out of his pocket to make sure he saved it before he put it back in there. Just completely not focused at all. And he's just like, I think we're good.
No. Went down way too easy.
Oh, no, I was talking about my game. I'm sorry. I don't think we're done here.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Can I try and see? You know what? Creature went over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and like stealth up into that direction to see what I can see.
All right.
I think that's the thing I'm going to do.
Excellent.
What would I roll for a roll like that?
I think agility would work most appropriately.
Great. Agility.
You got this.
I'm not very light-footed, but I do know how to slightly nudge things out of my way. So like I just slowly crawl on things, flicking my hand here and there and moving like big elements of rubble into ways that would roughly cover my entrance, however possible. Which means I think I do add my power level to this, don't I?
Mm-hmm. And 1 die for description.
Gotcha. That's 4 die. That's not bad. That's not a bad roll. Okay, there's something wrong with my dice because that was 4 successes.
Let's go.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm rolling way too high. What's happening?
That's perfect. Awesome. Yeah. So you've breached the library. You can kind of see the interior of it has been crushed where you were smashed into it as you start to make your way up. For everyone else, though, there's a slight rumbling as 5 individuals are kind of created from the brickwork of the pier, each one looking like a malevolent version of yourself with like, you know, the eyebrows that are pointed down in a very mean way. You see
So like Doodle Bob.
Yeah, like yeah, Doodle Bob, yeah. Teshri, the guardsmen, Rumble, just Claude and Jason, your alternates created from brick, stand before you, ready to throw down.
Hi.
Waves back.
I think they're friendly.
I called dibs on not fighting Claude.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Don't fight me.
I'm not fighting you.
You said Claude. I'm Claude.
Not Claude.
Who's that?
And then I'm gonna point to, the copy. You're Claude. Sorry,
yeah.
Just Claude.
Just
that was
Claude.
not Claude.
Okay. Do we like not Claude?
Undecided.
Okay. Let me know when you know. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if you guys are talking, they move forward. So just Claude, make a block. I think would be most appropriate for this.
How do I do that?
It is your might and power level for this.
Yeah. Give me those dice. Yeah. He's strong, and that's it.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of dice.
It's 7.
I did, yeah.
At 5 in might. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
I got 4 successes.
Awesome.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's like it's a hug from just Claude, Doodle, just Claude, and it like grabs onto you, and it's like the battle of hugs. Who can hug the best? And it is you.
Oh,
You are hugging the
yeah.
best.
Claude's a very good hugger. Thank you very much. He prides himself on it.
Oh, those arms like wrapping around, and it just in that hug battle, very fierce.
Okay. So as Claude is being hugged, say, I don't think this is. It's really tight for friendly hug. Ow. And he's gonna try to rip other Claude off of him. And maybe try to like push him back.
Yeah, have at it.
All right. Is that another might?
Yeah,
right.
with your power level.
Push back the anti-Claude.
Well, that was another 4 successes.
That meets it. Yeah.
Sweet.
You push back the
just
Claude.
Like rip his arms off of me and shove him really hard and be like, that's not how we hug friends. That hurt. Ow.
And you actually realize ripping arms off that you now have both of Brick Claude's arms in your hands.
Yo, that's cool.
Yeah, and for everyone else, they're all coming at you, getting ready to slam. What are you doing?
I'd like to seek opportunity. You said really early that the water level has risen and we're standing in.
Yeah, it's kind of like like an inch or two of water at all times.
Okay. Does it seem like these would be affected by electricity?
Oh heck yeah!
I
mean, enough electricity will always work.
Okay,
it's a good life motto.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, use more electricity.
All right, then in that case, I'd like to just yell out to everyone, get out of the puddle or just get out of the water. And then I'm going to start like waving my sword in the air, looking at the sky.
All right, excellent. Yeah, you guys can start to see storm clouds start to gather up.
Yeah.
As Jason starts powering up. So for Rumble, what are you up
to? I'm kind of like looking at my clone, and I guess he's kind of like mocking me as well because they have like the same personality as us, right? Just
yeah,
kind of like in an evil manner.
Yeah, they have. What type of game system do you have?
We'll say a PlayStation Vita for the sake of being able to fit in my pocket.
Yeah, this one has like the antithesis, which I guess would be like a Nintendo Switch or yeah.
It's a DSi.
Yeah. Just kind of like has it out, like playing with it.
So I'm just like kind of like walking up to him and I'm like tilting my head and he's like tilting his head too. Because I'm not sure what his intentions are. And I just kind of like look up to a screen and I'm just like, what you playing?
I love him so much.
All these characters are gold. God.
Oh, Pokemon Sword. Well, what are you playing? He kind of looks over at your.
What am I playing?
Yeah.
And this is why I roll for might.
Yeah.
I get how many rolls?
So your might plus your power level plus 1 for description.
So my might is 4.
So another +3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5. 5.
Oh, let's go.
2. 1. 6. That's how many rolls? 5, right? I get 2 more?
You get 2 more. Yeah.
5. 4.
Oh, all right. I mean, describe what happens. You blow this person's face off.
I go right to his ear and I say, I'm playing Scream! And just scream directly into this man's ear to blow him away.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with that many successes, you can also get yourself out of the water too. As like this huge explosion of sound like obliterates Nega Rumble, and you fly through the air, landing on one of the vehicles.
Nice.
The Nintendo Switch flops onto the water and then turns into the brick. The last image you see is a Pikachu not being caught.
Oh no.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
All right, Teshri.
So I heard Jason's call to get out of the water, so I basically run up to like the nearest building, while also shooting some arrows at the non-occupied brick versions of us, trying to slow their advance.
Yeah, it's kind of like so Nega Teshri, I think is what we're calling your brick selves, is shooting arrows at you, and kind of back and forth. So yeah, following you.
Cool. So I'm gonna try. I guess I'll try and take her out first. So should I? Is this might or agility? I don't even know.
Might, because you're trying to destroy something.
Okie dokie. So that is 1, and then woo, only 1 success.
Yeah, it kind of flies over, and your like evil twin catches the arrow, kind of swings it on their bow, and shoots it back at you. So go ahead and give me either a block or a dodge.
This will be a dodge. So that would be agility and anything. Is there another plus something or no?
You can use your power because it's kind of your power redirected back at you. Yeah.
That is 1 success. Okay, 3 successes.
Excellent. All right, how do you do this?
So Nega Teshri takes my arrow and is aiming it back at me. I see this, properly freak out a little bit, and basically run and leap over as many buildings as I can, doing some zigzaggy patterns, and try to get as much building in between both of us.
Yeah, you see like the buildings, like the arrows flying through the buildings and like erupting, destroying it and stuff as you weave and dodge. But now it's your turn to attack.
Okay. So I have one of my other abilities is basically like poison arrows. So I can do something called hindering, which I can choose an ability of my opponent and make them lose that ability for a number of turns equal to my power level. So that's only 2, but that's still pretty helpful. So I'm gonna try to do that. So that would be might again, right? Okie dokie. Okay. 2 successes. And
what does your poison arrow look like?
So my poison arrows are, so all my arrows are kind of magic sparkly. But the poison arrow is has a purple tint to it. So they're all kind of made out of just like pure energy, but this one is also poisonous energy because magic, right?
That's an energy. Yeah. I've tasted poisonous energy. It's spicy.
So my super spicy arrow, I draw my super spicy arrow back and shoot it towards Nega Teshri, and I got 4 successes overall.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you it smacks into Nega Teshri as she kind of slams into a building. Her bow kind of dissolving in her hand, no longer able to conjure up these beautiful projectiles as she gazes at you with hate in her eyes.
I see, I go, okay, I guess I'm just gonna shoot another arrow at you and try to really take you down. So I'll roll for might again. So that is 2. So that is 3 successes. So this is just, so is that good? Yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Taking her out.
Awesome. So I lock eyes with Nega Teshri, aware that she is basically just a target. And so I run and jump on all the things, and I circle around her, shooting arrows at her, and they hit, and she crumbles into brick.
Just kind of dissolves and crumbles into the old brickwork of a pile before you in the devastation of where you are at now. Which leaves, I believe, Jason.
Oh yeah. So as soon as people are out of the puddle, I'm going to backflip myself out and out of the puddle, stopping right in front of it, and then let lightning strike the blade and taking a reverse grip and jamming it into the ground, and hopefully electrocuting all of the evil team.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll. Plus,
What are we talking about here?
We'll make this a showstopper.
Showstopper. All right.
Yeah. So we're
let's do it.
igniting this roll. So all your successes allow you to re-roll your failed rolls.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's go.
So what is this in terms of like what am I rolling?
I would say focus or might.
Focus
plus your power level, plus 1 from description, and then of course it's ignited.
Okay. Let's see. I focus. Ooh, okay. Yeah. There's that. And then that. All right. Oh. It fell off the desk. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many am I re-rolling for the ignite?
For every 6 you roll, you would re-roll. You get 1 re-roll on one of your failed.
All right. Well, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I've got 5 successes. 5 successes so far.
Ooh.
No, sorry, 3 successes so far.
That's
3
less.
Wait, hold on. No. 3 6s.
Ooh, nice.
A 4 and a 5. And I have 1 dice that didn't hit a success. Does that mean I re-roll it 3 times or just once?
Yeah, just keep re-rolling it though 3 times until you get that success that you want.
Okay, that didn't work. That was a 2. That's a 5. So all 6 successes.
All right, describe as it happens as you take down Nega Guardsman and Nega Jason.
Okay. As I described before, doing some flips in the puddle, and then stopping right outside of it, letting the lightning strike the sword, jamming it into the ground, and you can see it. Instead of like white lightning, it's this like gold lightning as it courses through the puddle, blowing up little pieces of debris and rock as it surges towards the brick entities, and then surges up. They shake for a little bit, and then poof, cloud of smoke.
Excellent. Yeah, this bright light can be seen by all of you, especially the guardsmen as you're starting to run up the library. You see the Seraphim gazing away from you, obviously not looking at you at all as this bright light comes in. Everyone in this moment, this breath, before you know the real fight is about to begin. And with that, we will take a break.
Sweet. Good cliffhanger. Hello. Hello.
Welcome back. We're here. We're ready for the finale of the Tidebreakers, which we worked in the title earlier. So definitely get back into that aspect. That clip was amazing. As we kind of described before, Jason had just unleashed Thor-like lightning from the sky as light kind of filled Baltimore and then was extinguished. Rain starting to fall down amidst the broken pier of Baltimore. In a slight silence as you wait on what is going to happen next and where do you go from here. The guardsman is in the library, kind of going up the stairs, trying to reach the Seraphim. Everyone else remains on the pier after defeating their nega selves.
I don't know if I can do that again.
Where is the Seraphim right now?
On top of the tobacco building.
Okay.
Just kind of gazing down.
Gotcha. Is there any like debris around me that I could grab, like some sort of like, I'm looking for something I could pick up that would be heavy, but still be heavy, you know?
Like a car?
Not like a car, like basketball size is what I'm looking for.
Oh, the Ripley's, believe it or not, has a giant ball in front of their store, so you could like pick up that ball. It's like, you know, one of those ones that kind of float on water, and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, so you might not want to. I don't know.
I think Claude might still try with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? Claude still has the severed. Do I still have the brick arms, or can I still have the brick arms?
Yeah. I
Sweet.
mean, just brick Claude is still on the ground, just kind of like in fetal position, crying into a daisy.
I'm gonna run over to him, give him a band-aid. Then I'm going to run like down the street towards the building that the Seraphim is. I'm gonna grab the ball that I see like on the side of the street as I'm going. I'm gonna throw it up into the air, and I'm gonna try to take my brick arm and just thwack it at him. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, roll that might plus your 2 power level plus 1 description plus 1 for nega arm.
Oh, okay.
Brick
so
arm.
that's 5, 2, the 1. Okay, that's so many. Oh my glob. Okay.
You can have less if you want. I don't
No.
want to hold you back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So do I do it?
Just Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It smashes right into her face. The first time they have ever been injured, and you see like this porcelain like cracking along the face. As you see one of its eyes, like irises, kind of looking down at you. The other one's still like looking forward. And then it slowly starts to like look down.
You guys see that? He turns on, you see the biggest, doofiest smile on Claude's face. He seems so pumped.
And the guardsmen, you reach the top of the building. You see them above you. And for just Claude, roll dodge or block as you see the wings kind of flap and all these tiny knife-like feathers shoot forward. It is like the 300 arrows blotting out the light of day heading towards you.
All right, I'm definitely going to try to block. We're not a dodging character. We don't have that agility. Your turn. Add your distance. I'm trying to see if I have an ability that would help me with this. Your distance in zones, your opponent or projectile. That's fine. I'll just block. That's fine.
All right.
So is it might?
Yeah, for blocking. What you're looking for is DR5.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! So close.
Yeah. So how does this happen as all these blades kind of smack into just Claude, and just Claude will go down?
Claude is still looking at his friends back to the Seraphim with just the biggest smile on his face, and he's kind of jumping up and down. It's like, do you see? I didn't think it would hit that hard. It was pretty soft, but I did it, and it went so far. And you see her eye? It was like really sad. But then, do you see it? And then, as he's mid sentence, you just hear like as the knives and or like blade-like things stick into his back, and he just kind of crumples to the ground.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got no time for that.
It is smash o'clock.
Yeah, I think I like raise my fists back, but they're an open fist. There's a hole in the middle, and as I pull back, a silvery lance just stretches out from my hands as I go right for an eye.
Yes. Roll it.
Yes.
Oh.
This is might, I'm assuming. I hope might
destroy
plus power level plus. Oh no, I need a d6. One more d6. One. Yeah. There we go.
+1 for description.
Yeah. Wow. One success. I think this is the roundabout time to spend some hope.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
can spend a hope and give me some doom.
How many hope do I need to do to re-roll?
We'll use 3.
3 hope per die?
3 hope for all of them. All of the failed ones.
Okay. I can do that. 3 hope is spent.
All right.
But it's not going to be enough. That's only 2 successes.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's seeing that lance just kind of it goes into the Seraphim, but it's just there's no cracking, and the light just kind of is extinguished and sucked in by the Seraphim as it engulfs that aspect of your power, smiling with a broad face against the finality of what could be, as you see just Claude falling onto the ground. What's everyone else? Go ahead.
Capability to move still?
Mm-hmm.
Is this safe? Probably not. I'm going to there's still a lance stuck into her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing anything. So instead, I'm just going to use it and my own feet as leverage to push off of her so I can jump into the direction from that far away of Claude. So I can eventually protect him.
Do it. Agility. Go.
My heart.
Save just Claude. Oh, but which one's the real Claude? Is it the one crying by the daisies, or is it the one with the knives in their back?
Both equally likely for Claude, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what? I support Claudes. All Claudes. Every Claude.
All Claudes need love.
All
Yes,
Claudes
they
are
do.
valid.
That's 4 successes. Of course, now I roll the successes. Right?
I know, right? Yeah, you easily bounce through the air, falling those 4 stories to roll right next to just Claude.
You okay?
Ow. Yeah. Ow. Kind of.
Behind
Something
me.
in my back, I think.
That's gonna be it for now, because that's all I could do.
All right. Jason, Teshri, Rumble. What we up to?
I'm kind of noticing the cracking of the porcelain type face of this Endbringer, and I want to get close to it to try and see if I can scream and crack it some more.
All right. How you want to get up there?
I kind of wanted to create a distraction first. So with learning how my powers work a little bit, I learned how to throw my voice to make them think I'm in another direction. And then I just kind of want to... Yes. Will this waste a turn for Jason if I tell him use your wind to kind of throw me to do this silently as possible from the noise?
Yeah, you can always speak to each other during these moments.
Okay, so that's how I'm kind of do it. I kind of want to throw my voice into another building but nothing like, but kind of like more of like a metalish building. So it kind of like kind of bounces around in there for as long as possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I look at Jason and I'm just like, all right, throw me up there now.
I'll do it.
Yes. All right. So for Rumble, give me a intuition or wits roll with your power.
Oh boy, here we go. I think my wits is like a 1, but hold on.
Or intuition.
My intuition is a 3. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that works. Jason, probably focus or endurance.
Focus or endurance. Okay, cool.
So I have to roll 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, plus your power level, which is 2.
Okay.
2 successes.
1.
All right.
A 3. A 5.
Ooh.
A 6. And a 3.
We're rolling. Awesome. Yeah, you hear what is your voice saying in this other building?
In this other building, it's saying, I'm over here, come and get me. Just like basic noise. Over here, come and get me. Hey, your face is cracking. You need some lotion?
Yeah, it's like gazing over at that building, like
taunting from that direction.
Yeah, and you were lifted up and shot forwards with Jason's wind.
Okay. I succeeded in getting to the face? Do I have to roll again now for the
blast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be might.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Might plus 3, is it just the 4? Or is it just might plus 2, sorry?
Yeah, might plus 2, and then that epic description, give a plus 1.
Okay. 1. 4. 3. 2. All right, we're hitting every number here.
X is 1.
3.
Hitting every number but 5 and 6.
3.
Oh no.
6.
That's 2 successes.
Can I use hope here?
Yeah, you can. Give me some more doom.
Okay, so how much hope do I have to spend for rerolls?
3.
3, okay. And I'm rolling 3 more times, right?
Yep, I think so.
Okay, here we go. 4. 2.
Come on.
I need this last one, right?
Yeah, this is it.
6.
Yeah!
Got there.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, yeah. It you see the face cracks, and you see nothingness on the top right of their face, just as the parts of the face start to crack and vanish, almost like these feathery pillows as it. But I'm gonna activate some doom.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they are pretty mad.
That's nice.
Someone said they needed lotion, then they got screamed at. It's not awesome. So they are gonna jump off of this building, and with their wings just kind of floating out, you see just kind of the clouds start raining down these sharp feathers as they slam down into the ground everywhere. So everyone needs to block or dodge.
Am I still like down?
Yeah, you can still block and dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can't like take any actions. Is that
you can still take actions. You're kind of like down in this instance is very much that like taking a breather. You're not out of the fight. You're just kind of injured a little bit.
okay?
So you can still dodge and such. You're just kind of at a penalty for that.
So does this trigger my Mockingjay, or do I have to successfully dodge first?
Ooh, what does your Mockingjay do?
You gain momentum when you dodge an opponent's attack against you, equal to your focus. whenever you taunt someone with a negative attitude towards you, you may
Oh,
add
yeah,
their
yeah,
negative modifier.
You got that.
All right, my dodge had had 4 successes.
Ooh, nice, nice.
I think I just like cross my arms again and create a gigantic shield. As much as I can. Oh dear. Oh, nice. Four successes.
All right.
I got 3 successes for a dodge.
3 successes?
Yes.
Okay.
1 success off a dodge.
I'm confused as to how many I have to roll at this point. Because my focus is 3, as it is.
Yeah,
And
3 plus 2 your power level, assuming you're using your power, and then plus 1 for description.
Okay. So that's 6.
Excellent.
That's a failure. That's a failure.
No.
That's a failure. I rolled 3 times in a row.
Oh, no.
And a 1. All right, maybe I'll just stop talking about it. All right, now we get a 5, but I'm assuming it's too late at this point. And another 1. Okay. Okay, so 1 success. Everything else was failures.
Yeah, it's not great. The only ones who are still up are the guardsmen. Yeah, just the guardsmen, and obviously just Claude also dodged it, but
yeah,
everyone else is down as these kind of rip into your body, cutting and lacerating parts of your flesh.
My, how the turntables.
Oh, the turntables, no.
Just give me Rap Gods flashbacks. Okay. What can we do in a situation like this?
Yeah. Well, so how does everyone kind of react to this, and where you guys, I assume you guys are close to each other in this instance, but yeah.
I think Jason is just gonna pull out the band-aid and just kind of like shakily undo it.
My heart, no!
and put it on his arm or something. Just kind of like, that sucked.
I know I dodged, so can I deliver first aid to people now that I'm like, or is that something I can do?
Yeah, so with your success on that encounter, you'll actually be up again.
Okay, all right.
Kind of recovering and able to move around as normal.
Okay, which one of you is the most injured? Who feels most pain?
I still haven't hit the ground yet, so.
Okay, cool. You hang on for a second.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, man.
I mean, I guess I could try to. So are you falling? Is that?
I'm still kind of like, because of the scream, the impact that I put all of my effort into the screen. So I'm just like, and I'm not able to stop myself, I guess, because the blows kind of knocked me out. So I'm just flying wherever at this point, I guess.
Can I try to like jump up and like catch Rumble, or try to like brace him where he falls and try to like lessen the fall?
Yeah, you can move over and kind of leap into the air and grab Rumble.
Okay, hold on 1 second, I got you. And he's gonna just kind of push up from the ground and try to just give a giant air hug to Rumble. What do you want me to roll?
Probably for this endurance or agility.
Okay. All right, my agility is pretty good. We'll do that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 successes.
You can catch Rumble.
Yeah. So you just feel this giant like weight of this giant body around you out of nowhere in the air as Claude jumps up and grabs you and then just kind of cannonballs back down onto the ground with this giant thud. okay, all right, you wait there. And he just like lifts you and puts you down. You're gonna be okay.
I'm still kind of unconscious, so I don't really know what's happening at this point.
Yeah, I guess I can deliver first aid now that I've got him.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can.
All right. What do I roll?
Wits.
Wits.
Unless you want to might your way into first aid.
Claude does.
Just like you can Hulk style wake him up.
Feel better.
Yeah. Like
That's what Claude does best. Oh no. So that's 2 successes. Something tells me that's not enough.
It's not.
Okay.
I will say though, you feel a shoulder upon your shoulder, and you see Nega, just Claude, standing there, and with a slight tear in its eye, it bumps head with Rumble, providing the last few successes, and then crumpling into itself, its last essence pouring into Rumble.
Thanks, Nega Claude.
Rumble is now up.
So I kind of like wake back into consciousness, not knowing that I just got bodied. So I still think I'm fighting. So I just wake up screaming and waving my middle finger with the Band-Aid on it. And I just I wave it at Claude, and I just look at it and I just like kind of like retract it slowly. And I'm just like, what happened?
Well, you fell, I caught you, and then you yelled and made a mean hand gesture at me. But other than that, I think we're okay now. And just Claude, not bad, just Claude, is maybe just good Claude now, maybe, but he's dead, so I guess it doesn't matter. But we gotta go. Is the long and short of it.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I kind of like look back on the floor and see like the dust of the Claude dust, and just then look at just Claude, and I'm just nod my head and just start moving.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm gonna get everyone else up, but you go scream really loud. That would be very helpful. Them, not me though. That would be preferable.
Okay, so am I allowed? Does me screaming doesn't take an action at this point, right?
Yeah, you're fine. What are you screaming for again?
Because it hurts. I just woke up and I realized.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah,
valid.
Screaming in agony is always a free action.
So, yeah, I just kind of like walk away, and I'm just like, I'm fine. And then I notice Claude's not looking, and then I just drop to my knees and just scream at the top of my lungs into the sky.
Yeah, you see like the solar
very,
flares.
very dramatic.
The solar flares of the sun start to erupt and everything.
Oh,
How about everyone else as the Seraphim kind of lands back down in front of you, part of its leg in the water, as it's crouching, staring at your beaten and discarded forms.
I think I'm going to make another lance, and this time try to pin her to the floor using like... I'm not going to succeed because 2 successes is practically nothing, but I'm going to like try and push the lance through her foot into the ground. Because, everyone hates splinters.
I believe in you.
you got it.
That makes one of us. No, that's only 2 successes. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it kind of just smashes into its feet, these kind of clawed things digging into the ground. But you now have its attention.
Oh, good.
As it opens its
goody.
mouth, and you see like this almost whirlpool of feathers starting to gather within its mouth, sharp and pointy, as it's building up for a blast.
Ooh, boy.
Right.
I see that happening, and I feel like this isn't going to do much damage, but I just want to try and throw off the Seraphim, but do exactly what I tried to what I did with the brick monsters, the brick team, and imbue my sword with lightning and put it like you said they had stepped into the puddle.
Yeah.
Do it again. Probably not going to be as effective because this is more impromptu. But yeah, like he's like, okay, let's try this again. And call lightning and then stick it into the ground and hopefully
All right,
do
go
some more
ahead.
damage.
The clouds start to gather again.
The Claude start together. The Claude back.
All the clouds.
All right, here we go. That is 3 4s and a 6. Four successes.
It looked like it does something. So,
Okay, so it does something.
It shocks, and you see the lightning. A couple of fish like go bloop. But its mouth kind of starts to chatter, and you see like this beam shoot out up into the sky, clearing the clouds and blowing up a planet far, far away.
Okay. Bought it some time.
It only cost us another planet, but we got a few more minutes.
Yeah, you see someone runs across the street. A man kind of dressed in dirty clothes and such, long hair, trying to help Teshri and the others up. It's kind
of I thank this individual for helping me up. So he's a civilian. Okay. So I thank him. And then I'm like, what are you doing here? We have to like get you to safety. Like, I can still withstand a few more blasts, but you have to escape. So I still can't really run because I got hit with the last blast, but I can turn my bow into a bird again, and fly him away from or at least farther away from the Seraphim.
just yeet him into the ocean.
Woo!
He as he helps you up, he's like, no, if you are risking your life, we're gonna do so as well. And he kind of looks back, and from around the corner, you notice a crowd of about 25 individuals wielding like clubs and like road signs and bricks and stuff like that are kind of walking over. This is our city too. We'll be here with
I don't
you.
have band-aids for all of you guys. Oh no. Oh god. And Claude's just going through his med kit. Heck.
The SpongeBob pack only has 20. There's more than that here.
Claude, you just gotta rip your shirt off, expose your muscles, and turn the shirt into bandages.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's the only way forward.
Oh yeah, Claude absolutely just like flexes like a little bit and just it just rips off of him.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist style. Like,
Yeah, and he just starts tearing it into bits.
That's just Claude's true power, the ability to just destroy clothing with a flex.
Oh heck.
You should see him with a pair of capris.
Aw, yeah.
Goodness. Okay.
Yeah, as you guys are kind of getting on up, you see these other individuals kind of helping you up and standing side by side with you.
This is super cool, but we're all so super tiny.
Yeah.
Why didn't we pick someone short?
Okay, then since these people don't want to leave, I'm not gonna force them to, because it's too many of them, and honestly, we need help. So I think I'm going to use my like distracting spell again. So one of the things that it does is target must seek an opportunity before being able to attack you again. So might be helpful in stopping it from doing like a counter attack right away.
Excellent.
Okie dokie. So what should I roll for that?
I would probably like wits or intuition.
Okay, wits.
Yeah, plus
Wits
your power
sounds good.
level, and of course
Okie dokie.
description.
Okay. Ooh, okay. 2 and come on. Okay, four successes.
Excellent.
Okay, awesome. So once again, I hold out my bow and gather some light in it. It shines out, hitting the seraphim in the cavity where its base used to be.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what's going on? And it slowly like has to like lower its wings a little bit from attacking us.
Yeah, you see like the wings kind of guard it, like a little fortress, as it shields itself from the light. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to look over at the lances that didn't hit and just think that's actually a really good idea. I'm going to look over at the guardsmen and go, we're not going to hit it on our own attacks. Let's try teaming up here, and I'll start just calling a little bit of lightning and in anticipation for the next lance that gets summoned, and try and imbue that one with lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Power up. Use that might level.
All right, here we go. Ooh, that one spun a lot. That would be 1, 2. That would, wait, 4, 5, and 6, right? 3 successes.
Excellent. Yeah, you see this.
I have a question, real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Would my coordinated perk come into use here as well? So
what does that do?
With coordinated, is whenever an ally uses an ability with an on contact or on dodge effect, your rolls gain an ignite 1, and your allies gain ignite 1 when you do the same.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. So, Jason, you got ignite. So if you rolled any 6s, make sure to re-roll those.
Okay, I got 1.
Roll the others.
I got 1 6.
All right.
And that resulted in a 5. So
Excellent.
4
So what is that?
successes.
4 successes.
4.
Okay. You see that like electricity, like chittery, like. What's everyone else doing?
I'm like pulling myself together off the ground, and I'm noticing what they're doing, and I'm trying to get an angle behind the lance. And as soon as it's ready, I'm gonna boon right behind it to give it more speed and force.
Yes. Yes. Gather power. Go ahead. Roll it.
I'm rolling out.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So that's what the 4 might, the they'll +1 the ignite, and
yeah, +2
2 for the
power, +1 description, and then you ignite. So all your 6s will allow you to re-roll your failed rolls.
Okay. A 6, a 5, a 2, a 5, a 3, a 2, a 5.
All right.
And I get
All
1
right.
reroll, right?
Yep.
So that's what, 4 successes I got?
Mm-hmm.
And I need, okay, here we go.
Come on.
5.
There we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you guys got a cumulative 9 now for that power up.
Well, I guess I look at these two. I like put my right foot back a little bit, pushing up all amounts of dust, and reach my hand back. And I think I even feel the lightning. It's not a pleasant feeling, but I immediately project it into and around one of my force fields. to pull up. Instead of just like a normal sort of formless, shapeless lance, this one's a very visible trident with 3 different like prongs and a very long shaft.
A logo.
Yeah. Roll credits.
I'm not subtle. I yank it all the way back. I grin, and that's when I release. So let's see. Might 3, power 2. Description. Whoa, okay. 1 just hit the floor. I have no idea what happened to that. But
It's gone forever.
It's gone forever. I don't even have a die anymore. It's disappeared. So that is 2 successes. No, 3 successes. Whoops. One of them was a 6 though. That's still only 3. But that puts us up to 12.
Yes. You see this thing like smash through its feathers and like it bursts in like this burnt charred way, like a grilled chicken smashing into the chest of this person, and you see it kind of like going through as his little talons grab onto it and try to push it out. Teshri or Claude, are you doing anything?
You want to punch?
I'm considering punching, but I'm also considering waiting to see how this goes because Claude wants to be ready to like jump in and like help someone, or like, I don't know. He's nervous.
Think of Mega Claude.
Okay. So has the lance has made impact by this point? Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's smashed in and it's kind of partly in, but you see his talons like grabbing onto it and starting to like pull it out. It feels like it's still in momentum, you know, as it's trying to push it out.
All right. Yeah, I think Claude, he's still pretty far away. He's still like on the ground. Can Claude, you said there's cars around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can Claude try to remove a tire from a car?
Yeah, you like grab like a Fiat tire, just like
fantastic. And Claude's gonna wind up kind of like he's about to do the hammer throw and just boom, boom, and attempt to just like chuck this at the Seraphim. And I think I have the hurl ability.
Ooh, nice.
Which allows me to propel interactables up to my size at my enemies a number of zone equal to my power level. So if the Seraphim's within 2 zones.
Yep, definitely within that.
All right. So I'm gonna do that.
Does this count as part of our coordinated attack as well?
Yes. Okay, yes, so it ignites.
Hell yeah. So I'm assuming it's might to chuck a tire. Okay.
Nah, it's focus. What's your smallest stat?
3. So that's 3 successes. 2 of them were 6s. So I get to re-roll 2 of my fails.
Yeah, the failed ones.
All right, sweet. Oh, that's 2 1s. So it's still a total of 3 successes.
All right, that brings it up to 15. Teshri.
All right.
Okie dokie. So I think what makes sense is I have all these civilians with various sort of weapons with me. I'm gonna use my spell that considers zones closer and farther. And that would be able to get the civilians to attack without being attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think that makes the most sense. I can only, pew pew a few arrows, but they can. There's more of them.
They can pew lots of stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll for that. Would that be?
Maybe like focus or intuition. This is kind of like a sort of movement type power, utility power.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is, since you're helping coordinate, you are ignited for this.
Okie dokie. So that is 3 successes with 1 6 so far. And okay, so that is, sorry, I can't count right now. So that was 5 successes with 1 reroll. Still 5 successes. But yeah.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah. You open up this portal or kind of this mystical distance thing as they all start throwing their pieces of Baltimore through it, smacking into the lance and kind of pushing it forward. And it looks like it's kind of like starting to retch it out. And then a tire flies from somewhere and smacks it right on the lance. And it kind of like, it gets it right in the middle. So it like spins all the way around until it hits the trident aspect and plunges into this thing. And you see cracking as it just bursts into feathers.
When you said open the portal, for some reason, I just immediately just pictured Doctor Strange. Just
that's sick.
But yeah, its feathers fall down everywhere amidst the rain and the glass, and there's silence.
I really hate this thing.
Did we do it?
Oh. I'm gonna turn around to the people, all like the civilians, and be like, "Do you think we did it?
Yeah,
Cool!" And then I'm gonna yell back to like the guardsman and Jason. I think we did it. They think so. They seem smarter.
Hearing the crowd cheer, Jason's like automatically like, "Oh shit, my mask."
I wasn't supposed to live through this. This is weird. Like, what the heck? All right, everyone roll 1d6, and whoever rolls the lowest gets a surprise.
Gets a surprise.
Ready for this one?
That makes me nervous.
What if we all roll the same number?
Everyone gets a surprise then.
I don't think I'm getting a surprise.
No.
Got a 3.
Right.
I think I'm getting the surprise.
What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Oh yeah,
you're getting the surprise, mate.
Time.
Surprise! Roll dodge.
Roll dodge.
Oh no!
Oh yikes!
So that's just
agility. You won't be able to use your power for this instance. So it's just agility +1 if you give it a nice, sexy description.
okay. I knew what I was gonna do as soon as the fight was over anyway, so I'll see if this coordinates well. Here we go. That is a 3, a 1.
Oh no!
Oh,
a 1. Good night, guys. And a 4. And a 4.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Success.
Yeah. Like,
All
go ahead.
So thinking the fight was over, I'm going back to where Negabi was, and I was looking for his Nintendo Switch and just no longer focusing on the fight at this point.
Yeah, you see like this Pokemon Nintendo, like you just have to like press the button to catch Pikachu. Like it's almost there, and it's a shiny one too. Like go get it.
Don't do this to me.
And as you bend down to pick the Nintendo, you see like this feather erupting from your chest, sharp and pointy, like a steel weapon, and you feel like just this. You can't feel your legs anymore.
And
you see Rumble kind of like he goes down, so not out but down to his knees, and you see the Seraphim, small like you all, and kind of limping forward with like her wings like broken and burnt and bloody. She's kind of spitting on the ground, glaring at you with evil intent.
Oh no!
I am going to guard. I'm going to guard my down teammate with my life. Rumble is not getting any worse than he's already gotten. So the way this works, I say like I'm absolutely sure. I'm holding my action to attack on my ally's turn. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Great. Yeah, you stand before Rumble. Rumble, how are you reacting?
I'm just like my body was in pain before this from all of the previous feathers. So it was just like I just thought the pain was just like a little sharper. And then I like looked down like at my stomach and I kind of like see the wing feather coming through. And all I can think was, I am having a very bad day.
Oh, frick. Okay. Can I use my standout feature? I have the standout feature Ghost. Hold on, let me I'm trying to scroll so I can find it.
I need to go spend 10 momentum to make all opponents unable to track you until the end of your next turn.
Yeah. And then attacking opponent ends this effect and allows you to make a surprise attack as if you entered combat with an unaware opponent.
Excellent.
And so the way so do I have to roll or anything, or does it just
not for that? Yeah, you're just spending the 10 momentum, which you guys, all of you have more than 10 momentum at this point in time.
The way this looks is like Jason is very shocked, and he's like gets that like, you know, that anime angry look in his eyes, and then all of a sudden you see his form turn to mist and blow away in the wind. Don't know where Jason is.
He's dead. Just Claude. Teshri, what are you doing?
I think just Claude is gonna. So the Seraphim is like walking towards.
Yeah, kind of limping towards the guardsman and Rumble. Kind of a few of these kind of sharp feathers floating above them.
Claude is just with like rage, tears in his eyes, seeing his friends injured, is just going to take both of his fists and just smash them into the ground in front of him, trying to like create some sort of like shockwave towards the Seraphim.
Excellent, do it.
All right. Lots of dice. Come on. 1, 2, 3 successes. No. 4 successes. You can see the 5. 4 successes.
All right. It kind of crackles and you see water erupt from them since you guys are at the pier and everything. And she just kind of hits the ground, crying out, some of the rocks kind of blasting them in the face. Teshri.
I think I'm going to use my poison arrows again against her to try and prevent her from doing any other sort of attacks with the few metallic feathers that are floating in the air. So that be might?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is 2. That is 4 successes.
Excellent.
Okay. So Claude's rumbled the ground, it is crumbled. She drops to her knees and I pull back my arrow, take aim with my purple poisonous magical arrow and fire right into her back, I guess.
Yeah. Smacking into them on the ground, kind of with this broken porcelain face. They say, why do you do it? Why keep fighting? Do you believe you're fighting for something, for more than your survival? Can you tell me what it is? Do you even know? Is it freedom or truth? Perhaps peace? Could it be for love? Illusions, vagaries of perception, temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose, and all of them as fake as your existence, heroes. You must be able to see it by now. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why do you persist?
I don't know what a lot of those big words mean, but I fight for my friends.
I'm still, I guess, attached by the feather, and I'm just like, I just wanted to free switch, bro.
Isn't it obvious? Why do you persist in trying to attack us, huh? Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Can I attack at this point? Okay.
Yep.
So at this point, also, sorry, I also have a quirk called Devious. When I attack an opponent with a disadvantage, they're cornered, overextended, out, unaware, which is what Ghost allowed me to do, may add your wits to your attack roll. So that's going to be a lot of dice. And so he comes out from above, downward stab, and into the back of Seraphim, and go, I fight for all that and more.
Yeah. Lightning comes down.
Yo.
4. So my wit is 4.
Mhm.
What else?
Might.
My might. Okay, that's 3. And
Plus 2
then
power.
plus 2 power. Oh my god.
We'll ignite it.
Okay, hold on.
Then plus 1 for description.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's go.
Plus another. That's gonna be 10. 10 dice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 6s so far. Okay, hold on.
I'm just gonna lean in. I need to lean in.
Get another success. Rerolling those 6s. Okay. That was with the ignite. That makes 7 successes.
How does it happen?
Okay. So as the blade comes in, I'm crouching like kind of next to them, and then I don't like after I say that line, I don't think you would understand, and then lightning comes in through the back of the blade, coursing through, and affects and just absolutely eviscerates the Seraphim's weakened form.
And with this burst of light, it just kind of turns into dust and broken and burnt feathers. You hear a slight whisper, Jason, in the wind. Until we meet again.
Yo.
And then it vanishes in dust. There is a cheer as you are all tackled by the citizens of Baltimore who have put away their weapons, celebrating you, laying hands upon you, and yeah.
So I'm just kind of like still on the floor with the hole in my stomach, trying to catch the speech.
Claude, you have to apply first aid.
Oh,
Claude,
yeah.
someone's dying,
Oh,
Claude.
yeah. Sorry, it was really cool. I wanted to watch it. It was okay. All right. And Claude runs over and is gonna apply first aid to. All right. Let's get. How do I do first aid again? What roll do I make?
Wits.
It doesn't matter. Is it the fight
might.
over, or is it? Like...
It is over. So yeah, you don't have to roll. But I think might would probably be most appropriate.
Yeah.
Smack.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm a snack. And I also get to ignite this because of my empath. So, that's a lot. Okay, cool. I get my
all the band-aids.
All right, that's a total of 4 successes.
Yeah.
So
like Claude rips a feather out.
Yeah, Claude rips the knife feather out, opens up, like gingerly opens up his first aid kit and rummages through everything to find one pink band-aid, and he holds it up and he looks at it, he goes a little mwah, and then just puts it over the wound and then pushes really hard. And hopes for the best.
Yeah, you feel better, Rumble. Surprisingly, it's like eating a sensu bean. It's like, okay, like I don't have a hole anymore.
never go into battle without your band-aids. They're very helpful.
What kind of coating is this? Normally, Band-Aids.
It's water
You know what?
resistant
I'm not going to question
and
this.
flame resistant and poison resistant. Yo, do you want to? Okay, yeah.
Sometimes, you surprise me with your ability to just do things.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If you, yeah. Is anyone else hurt? I have more.
I'm just.
Have any switch charges in there? This is about to die.
I don't know. I can check. Can I check to see if I have a charger in my first aid kit?
You do have a charger in your first
Always
aid
come
kit.
prepared. And he hands it over. I got you.
Can I grab the end of that and then just activate my lightning power? Just
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
love
what's that superhero just kind of like zapping everyone's phones?
Shazam.
I
Yeah,
love it.
Shazam.
Amazing.
That is the hottest thing I've ever heard, quite literally.
We can all go back to my place and play video games. Kind of celebrate. Maybe get some pizza.
I just want to
yeah.
take a nap.
Classic Baltimore style pizza.
Wait, didn't we just destroy the shop though?
I think that was the angry angel lady, not us. So
You didn't do it.
we're good.
Yeah, by we I mean her. We did none of this.
Yeah.
We're absolved of everything.
Yeah, I feel after this, like as you guys get everything together that night, we kind of zoom in on you guys around a circular table. The 20-something people still there have made you like pizza and dessert. Someone has given a Rumble like a Nintendo Switch, just like whatever you guys wanted. It's there. But this nice moment with this pizza before you, tired and worn out, the other people are there with you too, eating, and you guys did it beyond all possibility. You shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been possible. But here you are. What are your thoughts and kind of how does this scene play out?
I think Jason would have asked Claude for like gauze to like just temporarily make a mask. Yeah.
Yeah, what color do you want?
I
have every color.
What do you got?
Every color. And he pulls out like a roll of gauze that's kind of like every like different strip is a different like rainbow color.
Oh, that's then heck yeah.
Okay.
Just a rainbow one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He makes
Happy
you a little
Pride,
rainbow
everyone.
gauze mask.
Happy Pride.
I feel like if we're all sitting around like playing Switch games and eating pizza, I feel like Claude definitely has this moment where he sits down on the couch and like grabs a controller from Rumble, looks at the controller, looks at his giant hands, and then says, I probably shouldn't. I'll just watch, and hands it. He's like, I've broken those before. They're not really built for me.
I have a solution. Have you ever heard of VR?
No, what's that?
Oh no.
Well, Claude, you've got a lot to learn.
Oh, cool. That sounds fun.
Rumble just kind of like takes the controller and he's like looking to play. And then he just kind of like sits it off to the side and then just immediately falls asleep.
Valid.
That's fair.
I think Teshri has eaten her fill of pizza. She's not super into the video games, to be honest. So she climbs out, goes to the top, goes to the roof of the building that they're in, and just looks at all the damage, just thinking about what could happen the next day.
Yeah. And you guys are definitely eating Old Bay crab pizza. Baltimore style.
Yeah. I don't think Hamid actually eats anything. I think he just has his arms crossed in the corner of the room, just looking around at his friends, maybe thinking, I think I'm going to ask one of them out on a date. and just eventually surrounded by people having a good time, he just falls asleep, finally relaxed for the first time in ages.
Yeah. Yeah, they put like a blanket on you as you pass out. You took care of them, so they'll take care of you this night. And that's where we'll end this particular story. Well done, everyone.
Yay.
Jolly
Good game.
good.
Thank you for running it.
My pleasure. That was a lot of fun. So I know you guys have a game coming up, but I will toss the stuff back over to Noordin.
Yeah. So full disclosure, 4 of us are appearing in the next game over on Resonym's channel, which is going to be thankfully in 50 minutes. So we got time to take a break, get rest. Before we do, though, a reminder, we're still collecting funds for I Need Diverse Games. We reached the $500 mark, but that wasn't our goal. 750 is our goal. And I think we can reach it. So donate what you can. Remember, I Need Diverse Games is one of the reasons why games like the ones we're playing can exist. Because it takes people speaking up to change things. And I Need Diverse Games is one of those groups that is not just speaking up, but is helping others who want to speak up have the power to do so. So if you can donate, great nonprofit to do so. Tidebreaker, of course, is in early access. It's going to be tweaked on, and we'll eventually see it come on Kickstarter. For the 4 who are showing up on Monstrosity, that is myself, Kappa, Ray, and Spring. I'm going to say, let's hold off on saying goodbye just yet.
Yeah.
But I do think, I'm going to toss it right back to Penny. Penny, where can we find you on the internet? What do you do? And what makes you really excited about Tidebreaker right now?
All right. So I am Penny, also known as Penny Fertel on all the social medias. That's where you can find me, gaming it up at different places and hopping around. I do have my 2 channels, Penny Fertel and Weave the Tale, which continues to push like indie type TTRPGs. I just finished up my Kickstarter Necrobiotic, which is a really cool kind of post-apocalyptic dystopian TTRPG. So super excited about that. And then I will be the lead writer in this TTRPG, which is based on this comic book, Chew.
Oh, sick.
So this is gonna be really fun and cool. So check it out. That'll be October. Really excited about that. Diverse Games is really important, and I love it. Tidebreaker is really fun. And one of my favorite aspects of it is just the way it captures kind of the hope and the way to collaborate and really make a fight epic without having it too like mechanically like crazy. And I love rolling D6s, and I was very happy, especially like J-roc. I think everyone should just roll 1 by 1.
Oh yeah.
So next time we run this, I'm like, just 1 D6. That's all you ever
Suspense.
need. Yeah.
Really
loved
did
it.
add a
I
lot of
loved it. It was fun.
I have to add an extra 15 minutes to the game timer though. If you do that.
It's worth it. It's worth
fill in
it.
time.
Very
It's
worth
fine.
it. I'd agree.
Speaking of J-roc, by the way, J-roc, where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to? And what excited you about Tidebreaker? What did you enjoy about it?
I knew absolutely nothing about it. I'll be 100% honest with you. It seemed interesting from the start. Draconics was the one who convinced me to do this, and I'm still fairly new to tabletop RPGs. This is only my 3rd session. One of the previous ones is a one-shot as well, and I'm currently in another long-standing campaign that's on a bit of a break. But this was really fun. I had no idea what I was getting into, and I kind of like tried to learn the system as much as I could within like the last 48 hours. But it was very, very exciting, honestly. And this is something that I'll be looking to do as often as possible now, because like at this point I'm addicted. I know I've only it's only 3 campaigns, but I'm pretty much addicted to tabletop RPGs because that's all I watch in my spare time now.
Yes.
That's
welcome.
Yes, welcome. Join us.
We'll love you and everything.
Yeah, but I go by J-roc the God. You can find me on Twitch here at J-roc the God. I'll just say hi in chat so you guys can see me. You can find me on Twitter by the same handle. And you guys can find me on my channel playing games without the use of my hands. Right now, I'm going to be speedrunning in preparation for Games Done Quick next Saturday, where I'll be running a game without hands, and I'll see if I can not screw this up royally. And speaking of tabletop RPGs and I Need Diverse Games, very soon the details will be out that I will be running I'll be on a campaign for on I Need Diverse Games channel, where I'll
Yo.
be playing a
Hell
character named Latrell, who is basically a Robin Hood type character. So I'm just stealing from the rich and kind of bragging about it to the poor and giving it back to
That's
them. So
awesome.
you guys we'll have more details on that soon. I'm not going to say much other than my character, but yeah.
That's so hype.
I cannot wait to find out more. Big thanks to Penny and J-roc for joining us for this game. For the rest of us, you can find Kappa at the Kappa Chris on Twitter. You can find Ray at _Raybird_ on Twitter. You can find Spring at _Starwell on Twitter. And you can find me at Werewolf Feels. Also, you can find all of us showing up on Resonym's Twitch channel in around 13 minutes for a game of monstrosity, along with some other incredible folks.
It's gonna be fun.
See you then.
All right.
Bye. Are we live still?
I don't know.